Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Bear Snake, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big YouTube for you. Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Hopefully, everyone had a wonderful holidays. It is good to be back. Honestly, so I've been on vacation for the past week, and while it's good to take a break, I missed all of you, and I missed streaming, so I am hyped. I am excited, even though we don't have Kaldheim yet. It's a new year. We got some sweet jank to play today. And I missed all of you. I'm just excited to hang out with all of you. So hopefully everyone had a good holiday season, whatever you may be doing or celebrating. Long Nap, welcome to the Fishbowl for 2 years. That is absurd. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Welcome, Vincent Valiant. Good to have you. Welcome. Always good to have first time viewers. How's everyone's doing? Decent holiday? Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a weird holiday. It's not like there was a whole lot to do in pandemic land, so it wasn't the traditional holidays of doing like family stuff that my family does and all that. So it was a little weird, but it was still good to get a break. It still got to do some fun stuff. Swing for Zero for the 39th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Am I playing Blue Red Engine? I think so. The overview for today. Hey, welcome, Cindergeist. Glad to have you. Remains the same for the 4th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. And Alex Mateo for the 19th. Thank you for your subscriptions. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So the plan for today, I think today's stream, we're going to do standard and historic. Tomorrow's stream, someone sent me this this thieving skydiver deck that they 5-0'd with. It's a turn your opponent's stuff into artifacts and then steal them with Thieving Skydiver. So I think we're going to do Modern Thieving Skydiver Panza, I guess, tomorrow. Philberto, welcome to the Fishbowl. You rock too. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I know, we still got to do channel point stuff. I know. It's still on my list, I promise. Something cool will happen with them eventually, someday. But today, I was scrounging around, and here's what we got going on today as far as decks. We have, I think we're going to start with standard of all places. We haven't played much standard lately, but this list kind of caught my eye because I have never really seen anyone play Harmonious Archon. In this deck, the only actual real creature in the entire deck is Harmonious Archon. This is a Transmogrify into Harmonious Archon, and then you can sacrifice the tokens that it makes to get another Harmonious Archon and just make a ton of Harmonious Archons and win the game with these massive flyers. So it's like this Boros Transmogrify deck in standard, essentially. So we're starting off with some super sweet Transmogrify action. Then, as a backup, I have a couple of sweet historic decks that I want to mess around with. We have this is actually kind of similar to the standard deck. This is a mono red Indomitable Creativity Dragon deck with Terror of the Peaks, where again we're like turning tokens into massive dragons, and then a little bit of Crim action. This feels like a Crim deck to me. It's essentially Grixis Bolas Tribal. It is just all the Bolases: Bolas Ravager, Bolas Dragon God, Nicole Bolas God Pharaoh. So every Bolas possible, along with just some removal. We're not really Drago control, but more like Bolos mid-range, essentially. So those are the decks on the list. Transmogrifies, Indomitable Creativities, Bolas Tribal, Crim deck action. So it's going to be fun. Did you already talk about the Kaldheim teasers by Amaro? I did. Here's a question I had for all of you. And I don't know what the answer to this is. Should we talk about leaks? That is a question I have for all of you. I want your opinion on the matter, because one thing that happened while I was gone on vacation is several cards from Kaldheim ended up leaking. And I don't like to talk about them on Twitter because there's no way people can avoid them. So I figured if we were going to play about it, this would be the place to talk about it if people were interested in talking about it. Obviously, if we do talk about it, there would be there would be fair warning ahead of time. I'm not just gonna like pop leaks in front of you because I want to respect people that are trying to avoid them. So I don't know. Maybe could be convinced to talk about leaks with fair warning, of course, so no one's gonna accidentally have them pop in front of their eyes. But we're almost there. It's only like 3 days, and we get official spoiler season. But I don't even know. These leaks are interesting in the sense that I'm not exactly sure where they came from. I think we've gotten enough of them now, there's like 6 or 7 of them, that I don't really buy that someone got them in Commander Legends boosters, which was the original story. I don't think that's possible. I think someone must like open a box or something, I would assume. So maybe 15 minutes before normal scheduled stream, but let people know early to discuss the leaks. Yeah, that could be a good idea. That's a good possibility. But anyway, that's a plan for today. Hopefully y'all missed me. I missed all of you. I am happy to be back. Let's do our reminders and start playing some Magic. And we'll figure out the league thing as we go along, how we want to handle it. But this story of Commander boosters is super sketchy. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that that's actually a thing. The leaks came from Commander Legends. The sheet of Kaldheim was accidentally distributed in Commander Legends packs. You think so? I don't know. Like, is there confirmation of that? Or could it be that someone got a box of Kaldheim early and just opened it? Oh, well, I missed hanging out with all of you, Trans Girl Jade. McFly with a new donation, $5 donation. Happy New Year to you as well. Looking forward to more Jake in 2021. So am I. So let's do our reminders. Start playing Magic. I also, oh man, I was going to use it today. One of my highlights of my vacation is I got this new microphone, which I was going to use for our stream today, but then I had to record the podcast before the stream, and it wasn't working on Discord, so I had to switch everything back real quick for the podcast. But I have this new mic that it should make me sound really, really good, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. So maybe tomorrow night stream, we'll test out the new microphone and see maybe it'll make me sound awesome, and people will stop saying they hate my voice. I am the guy you know. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Anyway, reminders. Biggest MTG 2021 wish. Mero S is on Twitter. It is less broken cards that need to be banned in ruined formats. Please, let's not do any more of that. So that is what I want the most. If we can make it through 2021 without needing bannings, like if stuff needs to be banned, please ban it as quickly as possible. But preferably, design will happen in such a way that we don't need to actually do that, which would be spectacular. So that's what I'm rooting for in 2021. But I'm also excited for a lot of stuff coming up in 2021, like Time Star Remastered looks sweet. Modern Horizons is sweet. Kaldheim looks really sweet. We got so many cool things coming. Oh my goodness. Nova, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So quick reminders and then magic away we will. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Gonna be a little bit weird on the normal YouTube this week because last week I was off on vacation, so I didn't get everything done for this week that I normally would. So gonna be a little hit or miss, but tons of stuff is still gonna be coming up. There's Crim content. Spoiler season is starting, so daily spoilers. There's a meme or dream I've been working on. So a lot of stuff is gonna be coming, and then next week we will be back to normal. Count Joko for the 18th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Yeah, the Time Style Remastered promo look really sweet. A quick reminder that our awesome sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And maybe you need some Magic cards. You know where you can get them? You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they will hook you up. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting this show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbets, get away to support the stream and the channel and the site. Discord is new and improved in donations. We already had one. They're always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on screen. Heebs for the 7th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. My Christmas wish was for Hasbro to drop the double profit gimmick and tell Wizards to make cards high quality and the game fun. I mean, that's a pretty big wish, but if anyone could do it, it would be Santa Claus, so. Alright, deck number 1 tonight. We are starting with Harmonious Transmogrify. And the idea of this deck's pretty simple. We have one real creature in our deck, Harmonious Archon of all things. I have never seen a Harmonious Archon on the battlefield a single time. Like, it's never happened before. And that's what caught my eye with this deck. It's a 6-mana 4/5 flyer that when it comes into play, it makes 2 tokens and it turns all non-Archons into 3/3. So essentially, it is a 6-mana 4/5 that's going to make 2 3/3s as long as it sticks around. So the idea of this deck is we have Transmogrify to find it. We have Luca to find it. We can sacrifice Birth of Meletis tokens, Omen of the Sun tokens, Elspeth tokens, maybe even a creature we yoink from our opponent with the Crowan War. So we want to turn random tokens into Harmonious Archon. And then the sweet thing about Harmonious Archon is it makes those tokens. So if we have a Luca or another Transmogrify, we can sack a token to get another Archon to make even more bodies on the battlefield and close out the game. And that's essentially the plan of the deck. I don't even know what to call this. Is it Boros Control? Boros Combo? I don't even know what the definition of this deck would be, but that is the plan. We are all about the Archons all the time. Gonna be in harmony with with Standard. Iron Dreaded. So I figured we gotta give it a shot. We haven't played much Standard. I know we're kind of waiting for Kaldheim, and like I said, we're gonna play a lot of Modern, a lot of Historic over the next couple weeks. But this deck was interesting enough that I wanted to at least give it a shot because it did look pretty interesting. IR Dreaded for the 4-year resub. That is insane. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I've been watching since the very first Against the Odds. First time catching this stream. Well, I made this just to comment one. Welcome. Good to have you. And thank you for watching so many videos. Oh, no. Oh, already, Arena? No. Oh, no. Are we back? Is Arena having issues already? So how was everyone's holiday? Have you talked about how much it would cost to purchase one of each product that had come out in 2020? I actually did an article about that not long ago, and the number is pretty high. I would have to look up the sealed price number. It was in the article. I remember to get one of everything, it was over $30,000, which is insane, to get one of each version of every card. Did I do anything for New Year's? Not really. It's the weird, like, pandemic time, so no, not especially. It is not a very normal holiday season. At least for me, it wasn't. Art Sally, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. We got to restart Arena. Oh, dear. All right. Well, hang on a second. Yeah, let's do some restarting of Arena, apparently. Yeah, it won't even let me cancel. Has Arena gotten worse while I was gone on vacation for a week? Possibly. Hey, what's up, Diva? The question here is, were you good this year? Did you receive good gifts? Any favorite one? Ooh. So probably my favorite gift. Some of them you saw on stream. You saw some of the t-shirts that I got, which are really sweet. Yeah, my desktop, I mean, I was on vacation this week, so I spent like a couple of days cleaning up my desktop. Now the desktop is pristine. It's actually Rogak, the Kobold from Commander Legends with the 10-10 hammer. But yes, it is. Bills or Colts? Oh, Bills easy. Bills are... I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm a Bills fan, and I know better than to say this, but this is a Bills year. The Bills are like actually legitimately good. It took me 15 weeks or so to come to grips with it, but I think they're actually good this year. Buckarox and Mr. Peaches, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I don't think we want all these Archons in hand, do we? Probably not. Let's mulligan. I think we'd rather have the Archons in our deck to get with our Transmogrifies. Opponent's Yarion? Well, buckle up. It might be a long and grindy one. Why do you trim the glorious beard? It'll grow back. That's the good thing about beards, is they're really good at growing back. Why did I trim the beard? that's why I should never go on vacation. I go on vacation. It's a pandemic, so what are you going to do on vacation? So one day I had the bright idea that I should probably trim up my beard a little bit, and then you know, and then it's done until it grows back. That's why I should not be allowed to go on vacation. I also on vacation played a bit of Hearthstone. Did any of you play Hearthstone, chat? I'm actually like curious. Did any of you play? Hey, thank you, Lucid. Did any of you play Hearthstone? I'm like sort of tempted to do a Hearthstone stream, not because I think Hearthstone is good, but because, oh my goodness, does it make me salty. Oh, I usually do pretty good, I think, with not getting salty. Like, with Magic, I'm used to losing. I'm pretty good at, like, taking a loss with a laugh. But, oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Is Hearthstone the most salt-inducing game that I have ever experienced? It is... it is so over the top. I'm afraid to do it though, because I don't want to be thought of as salty. No, I mostly played Arena, which is like Draft. It's like Hearthstone's version of Draft. But Hearthstone has all these cards. They're all Muxuses. It's like everything's a Muxus. It's like, oh, play this for a mana and discover a spell. You get 1 out of like 3 random spells that just pops up in front of you. Or like, oh, when this thing dies, there's a 8 mana 8/8 that when it dies, you get a random 7/7. It's like Momir. It's like every game is Momir and every card is a Momir card. That is my experience with Hearthstone. Well, I guess we can just keep making tokens. Yeah, I guess we just keep making tokens. Our opponent can take our Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I mean, this could end with our opponent wrathing us, which would be a bit disappointing. The good news is this Archon making everything 3/3s could just win us the game. It could just be game over. Mr. Fickles for the 2-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I don't think we've gotten a leak of runes yet. I imagine that they're... I don't know. I want to say, like... My guess would be some sort of cheap... Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. My guess would be some sort of cheap aura, maybe? Or enchantment of some type. That would be my expectation. That it is at least related to... something along those lines would be my guess. What have we talked about so far? We've just kind of been rambling on to Blueblin. How was all of your holidays? I think a series called Seth Plays could be decent. Just playing different games, I think it'd be good. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be interesting or not. I know, yeah, that was a really good extinction. I know some people have said they want to see a Civ stream, but I still have a hard time imagining that Civ is like... Yeah, I think we'd rather make a token. And then just play Archon and beat down and hope our opponent doesn't have... Ooh. Is this better? Luca to turn the token into an Archon, or just Archon. What gets around to Extinction Event? Nothing? We just got by Extinction Event no matter what? So this is going to come down... No Divine Visitation, because this is actually a standard deck, so we don't have it available. Although it would be good. Oh, they do just have it. All right. So opponent gets to get rid of our Archon, and we can't cast anything because of. That's so bad. Ooh, Forza Wall. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Forza Wall, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. What was the pun? I don't think there was anything we could do about that, really. Oh, we can't even play Luca? Oh, that's so depressing. Opponent just has all the answers. If it's an answer, they have had it this game. I mean, I guess that's what Yarion does. That's what Yarion does. Opponent gets another Yarion passes. Well, play the Archon. Go attacking. Oh, no! Oh! I mean, playing Luca first doesn't really make it better, right? Like, Luca would just be getting an Archon, and then it would still be getting exiled, and we wouldn't have a token to attack with. Luca's not really... The problem is Luca doesn't do anything other than get Archons. So I don't even know if it really counts as a threat. Well, at least we got through this Elspeth Conquers Death, which only what, came down 3 times. Do you have any salt cards as standard at the moment? I don't think too bad at the moment. Opponent going to... Oh no. Gain some life. Does this mean they're reanimating? Boy, we were so close, too. So close. Dance of the Mance. Reanimates everything. Kills a token, draws a card. Opponent passes. Well, Birth, get a Plains. Land Luca. Luca. Token Archon. The problem is we're gonna like be out of threats here very shortly. Wow, we actually successfully got an attack. Oh, it was good, Grateful Dead. How was your vacation? Have you... Wow, opponent does not have the answer. It does not have the answer. Well, if that describes how good the deck is, then broken? We broke it? Yeah, Extinction Event is annoying. I mean, how many decks have it, though? So what is good against our opponent's deck? Opponent's on the grind. Reanimating. Yarioning. Glass Casket feels bad. Very, very bad. Fire Prophecy also doesn't seem to do anything. A Crowin War mostly... Yeah, we got a lot of cards that don't seem great in this matchup. What does seem decent would be Elspeth Conquers Death. Elspeth. Outlaws Merriment. Tomes. What's our last card? Yeah, I guess Heliod's Intervention seems good enough, at least. I mean, the Archons won that game. It actually did kind of work. And let's stick with... Well, Elspeth is really good, though. We'll go down one Birth. Let's try it like that. Why is that Crone War in the main instead of the sideboard? Seems like a sideboard option instead. I mean, it is pretty cute that we can steal a creature and then sack it to Transmogrify. I think that's the idea, but... Acidic Sorrento! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Ooh. We got the Intervention. This might be the Outlaws Merriment game. I feel like Outlaws Merriment is a card that can potentially just go off if it sits around. So the problem with playing the Pegasus would be that we would hit that instead of Harmonious Archon. That's kind of the cost of playing Transmogrify effects. Opponent runs out Elspeth's Nightmare. Is this worth blowing up just so we can keep our Outlaws Merriment? It might actually be. This is, what, Exile? Discard. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death is an issue. Alright, well, we'll let it go. Sure, take our goodies. Definitely not 7-1. We are 0-0. 7-1 must have been last stream. I will update. So did anyone get anything sweet for the holidays? Any cool magic stuff? Alright, they take the Elspeth for now. I guess it's gonna get exiled probably. Jable McBooties! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Sign Hans is super sweet. Who was it signed by, the artist? Frisker did Pharaoh. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Friend sent me a foil Veneral. Ooh, that's super sweet. Professional webcams for Spell Table. That's definitely a good investment, a good holiday gift, especially if you're thinking about streaming. Then it's like an essential gift.
I cannot
Oh, let me see, Jiffy. I think I know what this is. Servo action. Oh, someday. Oh, they do have Doom Foretold. Huh. Well, ping ya. Yeah. Hit ya. Archon ya. Is Archon just good? Is Archon like a legitimate magic card? Doom Foretold. Get out of here. Oh, they got a flash thing? Even if they have a flash thing, okay. Doom Foretold down. Oh, it's looking good. The Archon is here. Oh, the bonus scoops it up. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. That actually went surprisingly well. Maybe Archon's good. Why has no one ever played Archon before? I played Hans on one Commander Clash, and Tomer killed me before I got to do anything. So I need to play Hans again, because I didn't really get to give it a fair shot, honestly. I was so excited about the deck, and then I think Tomer killed me on like turn 4. That might be a slight exaggeration, but it was like ridiculously early. With his silly Wideth or whatever it is, the commander deck card from Zendikar Rising. Is Archon legit or is Luca legit? I mean, Luca's essentially just Transmogrify in this deck. We actually play 4 Transmogrifies and only 2 Lucas, because Transmogrify is actually just better, I think. Tomer killed you because he wasn't paying attention to your commander damage. That is true. In Tomer's defense, he didn't mean to kill me, and I actually honestly didn't realize I was going to die there. I hadn't taken into account how much damage he was getting from Imperial armor. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Ooh, there's Transmogrify too. Well, let's shoot that. Ooh, put 1 Acroan Ward to the bottom. This is going to be sweet. What we want to set up is a Crowan War, steal your thing, sack it to Transmogrify, win the game. That's the plan. That is the goal. Alright, Lovestruck Beast token. Sure. About it. Oh, Castle on Birth, go. Yeah, I mean, I think Archon's okay. I don't think it's bad. Yes. Yes, give us that Lovestruck Beast. Oh, I feel a yoink coming. A Crowan War. Yoink. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. Anyone come up with a decent standard lithoform engine deck? We've played a couple lithoform engine decks. I don't know if anyone's come up with a decent one. Like, we did some fun things with it, but is it actually, like, good? That I'm not 100% sure about. Ooh. Well, yes, we would like to target Lovestruck Beast. Yes, we would like a Harmonious Archon. Here they come. All right, things are looking up. Everyone gets 3/3s, except our Archon. Yeah, other token decks are probably not ideal. Poo. Making Lovestruck Beast 3/3 makes it hard for our opponent to Great Henge too, which is hilarious. And then our opponent's board's gonna get Wrath. This is actually looking pretty good for us. Lithoform Engine is a really cool card. It's just, it's tough in standard. Do they just stomp a 3/3? What's going on over there, opponent? What is going on over there? Oh, they got a fight spell, maybe? All right, opponent has to attack. We'll kill a 3/3. Predictions about what? So we kill things. Actually, let's attack first. Go to combat. Attack. About it. Wow, this is actually working. Luca. Yeah, I don't know what our opponent did, but that's not what they were trying to do, I'm pretty sure. How about a Harmonious Archon? Part 2. How do you beat it? How do you beat it? What's up with the giant Aboro Palace of the Cloud Spike? So I think that the Aboro Spike has to do with the popularity of Modern Mill because of Ruin Crab. It's actually, like, legitimately good.
Don't test my patience.
It's actually legitimately good in that deck. Predictions about the world of the... Oh, channel point betting. Yeah, channel point betting, I gotta figure out how to add it. I'm not exactly sure. I have seen other people have channel point betting. Yeah, I think that's just a Moto bug. But I need to figure out how to implement it, because I'm not exactly sure how everyone did it. But I will add it. I just gotta figure out how. Official spoiler season starts Thursday. They have like a kickoff stream. Oh, it's because our opponent was conceding. That makes sense. Alright. What do we want against this deck? A Crow and War seems sweet. Maybe we're just already set up for this matchup. We got our removal. We got our blockers. The Crow and War seems fine. Maybe going down... Man, Harmonious Archon's a real card. Surprisingly. Oh, it's just something you can just turn on? Oh, that's super easy. Well, if anyone knows how to turn it on, go for it. Channel point betting, so you get channel points just for hanging out at streams. I think it's like every 10 minutes you get a point or something. So you get those points for free, and then you can bet them on the outcome of the match. And if you win, you would like double the amount of points. If you lose, you wouldn't have any. It's not obviously like real money. It's just with the channel points, so it's not illegal or anything. It's just a for fun thing. Commander Labs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is our cut here? Yeah, let's go down with Luca. Run it like that. Hey, welcome, Meep Meep. Meep Meep. Yadara would be a good one to put in. Wow, 28,000 points. That's insane, Jake Jesus. I wonder what the highest point total is at the moment. 51k? Whew. Yeah, there. Oh, that is the worst hand I could imagine with this deck. Archon Tron, 2 Transmogrifies, 1 land. Oh, alright, that's better-ish. I think. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. Yeah, that hand was so bad. Triome, you. It is kind of nice that Archon turns all their stuff into 3/3s. Like, yeah, we haven't had anything to do with them yet, but I know I've been saying it for a long time, but I do intend to have something we can do with them. Other than just betting them. Wow, almost 100k. That is a lot of channel points. That's very impressive. Buddha, Craig's Fabled Passage. Do you think once Pioneer comes to MTGA that Pioneer will have a larger influence on bannings for the format? Wait, what do you mean? Like Wizards will be more likely to ban stuff in Pioneer once it's on Arena? Possibly, yeah. I mean, right now, Desi J for the 39th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you. Right now, I think part of the problem is that Wizards just, no one's playing Pioneer. So Wizards doesn't have a whole lot of motivation to be on top of the BNR list. Once it comes to Arena, especially if it's popular on Arena, then I think people would have the option, or Wizards would have the option of being much more on top of the format. I think right now they just don't care. Or don't care that much. Like, Pioneer is a low priority right now. But once it's on Arena, I think it will move up the priority list. Because we know that Wizards cares about Arena. Oh, is the betting activated? How do you actually do the betting? Ugh. So we're at 11. Well, I mean, I guess it's time. Yeah. Well, Archon. 3/3s all around. Unfortunately, this thing still gets big. It doesn't get rid of abilities, which is a little awkward. Can we get enough Archons to win this game? Oh, have to go to mod view. Ooh. Wait, how do you go to mod view? Oh, I see. Oh no, mod view is a horrible view. Oh, I lost my chat and everything. Alright, hang on. Back to normal view. I'm gonna have to get used to the mod view, I think, before using it. Opponent getting frisky. They do not have Embercleave mana, which is good. Are we just killing their stuff? What is our opponent doing here? Block, block, block? Seems fine. Predicting, that's what I mean. It's not technically betting, it's predicting the outcome of the match. And you're wagering your channel points on the outcome of your prediction. Alright, opponent is going to kill some stuff, unfortunately. Sure. Yeah. Well, these Elspeth tokens should be okay. No, they're Lovestruck Beasts. Man. Well, Elspeth. Tokens. It's kind of hilarious that Lovestruck Beasts can never attack. Lovestruck Beasts can never attack because all their stuff's 3/3s. Maybe that's the Archon tech. You're just like, Lovestruck Beast can't do anything. Yeah, I mean, betting is only illegal if it involves actual like money changing hands. So you can bet or predict or whatever as long as it doesn't involve actual money.
That's precious.
Opponent, more 3/3s, like usual.
And Decoria answers.
Oh, they didn't even make reach, so we get to kill Vivian? That's sweet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, block and block. Wow, this is working well. Dog of Myth with the gift sub to Holy Diva. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Meg soldiers.
Together we can exact justice.
Transmogrify soldiers. I actually kind of like this deck. More Argots, play a lad, birth, get another lad, kill the Vivian. We're just running away with this game. Is this like a real deck? Is this like an actual real deck?
Don't worry.
Oh, how are things, Diva? Have you played any sweet decks on your stream recently? Really, point betting is banned? I could see if it had some monetary value. Or maybe even, I wonder if it would be a problem when we actually have rewards for your channel points. Then I guess I could see an argument that it's like a little bit like actual gambling. Exclusively play Bloodsun Lotus Field decks now? I mean, an opponent scoops it up. I mean, those are really sweet decks, so I can't blame you. Yeah, Sweden is an interesting place. Wait, isn't Sweden the other place alongside the U.S. that like didn't really do anything about the pandemic? So they don't really care about the pandemic, but they do care about point gambling on Twitch. Huh. And I thought the US had some messed up priorities. And we do, but tier 57. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we're gonna keep this at Trust That We Fight tokens. They went for herd immunity after everyone has COVID. Ah, I see. So what are we hoping for in Kaldheim, chat? What is at the top of your wish list? What did you think? Actually, even without leaks, we do have a legitimate Kaldheim card that happened while I was on vacation that we haven't talked about yet. There are some that are not leaks. Base Saffron, uh-oh. The best part of Season 9 of Commander Clash was when Tober did not want to kill Seth, but Seth responded that you... Oh, yes. When Seth responded that... no balls. Also, like editor guest star wed. I don't think I actually said no balls, although I did definitely goad him into attacking. I thought I had him. I thought I could goad him into attacking and then deal with the threat and get a big blowout. I didn't consider that Tomer might also have a counter spell or whatever he had, but so it backfired a little bit. Having the editor guest star would be really sweet. I think I think the only issue is yeah, we'll get rid of one. Transmogrify. Just kidding. One into another. I think the only issue is the editor isn't a native English speaker, so I don't. Oh my goodness, too many transmogrifies. So I don't know. I don't know if he'd be comfortable doing Commander Clash. I think that might be the issue. But I would love to have our editor guest star sometime. The little editor notes in Commander Clash are definitely hilarious and one of my favorite parts. Ooh, of the whole thing. Well. Baby Godzilla down. Opponent probably scutating. Yep, definitely scutating. Here comes... Oh, dear, this might be bad. Oh, no! Oh! Mana drop. Oh, yeah. You know what is probably really good against turning everything to 3/3s? That's probably Scoot Swarm. Yeah, Scooter is a big issue. Oh, did it get lost? I'm so sorry, Grievous. Let me see. Oh, it did get missed. My apologies. Grievous for the 9th month. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Glad to have you back. Did you end up getting any music recording software? So, sort of. So I got my music recording stuff. I ended up with right now I have Mixcraft, which I got because my brother had a copy of it, so I could get it and use it and check it out for free. So I don't know if I'll stick with Mixcraft. I know apparently there are other options available. Yeah, we might have to transmogrify this. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Well, please don't be a good card. Yeah, okay, that's a win. That's a win. I mean, we're still in very bad shape, but that is better than shape than we were in before. Normally, you never want to use your Transmogrify as removal. It's so risky, but our opponent's about to get to land number 6. Woo! we got super scooted. Did anyone submit any sweet Kaldheim brews yet? If we are counting the Pyre Wizards deck, there hasn't been too many. I've gotten a few like partial brews, I guess I would call them. Yeah, this might be a very difficult matchup for our deck. I guess we got Crow. Oh, yeah. How do we do anything? Let's bring in another Outlaws Merriment. I don't know if these Elspeth Conquerors does are that good. All right, let's try it like that. Whew. Gears welcome. I mean, we can't remove the Archons, or we're never gonna win. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super here for you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Scoot Swarm is probably a bad matchup. I mean, I just don't think there's many actual token decks in Standard, but Scoot Swarm is kind of a token deck, and that is pretty good against us. And we don't really have Wrath, which is further problematic. Don't bet against me. No. Your girlfriend went up against you a few days ago. You were playing Treasure Hunt. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a treasure hunt coming up in the future for something. Treasure Hunt, I feel like there's some reasons to think that Treasure Hunt could actually be good in Historic. Probably not a lot of them, but I think there are actually some. Well, Kazalumbrith, go. Donos for the 35th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I've come around to think that all the leaks are probably real. Like, most likely they are all real, in my opinion. Just because there's so many of them. I don't think there's any way that there could be that many fake, high-quality spoiler cards. Seems very unlikely to me. Ooh, yeah. If you have any sweet Kaldheim decks that, you want to share, I'm definitely interested. Opponent's going to send the goose message. Sure. This feels like a deck that could play a Wrath. It might be worth it, in some matchups at least. Well, Birth. Whoa! Our opponent actually thinks that's worth countering? Interesting. That was unexpected. So do you think... Okay, let's assume that Vorinclex really is in Kaldheim. Do you think that will mean that... Oh, dear. Do you think that will mean that all the Praetors are in Kaldheim? Or do you think it's like a one-off thing? Well, that is a Vivian. This is not going as well as I would have liked. Opponent makes a beast. beast. Well, I guess we kill
Beauty
it.
lies in variation.
Yeah, we'll keep our cards. Ooh, Lateral Elves looks fun. Ooh, we're doing nothing for so long. Like, this is where our Wrath would be so nice. I guess we're hard casting. What a weird, awkward draw this game. Yeah, this is not going well at all. Distributed over the upcoming sets. That seems very possible to me. Then maybe we're getting one for each set for the year or something. Spoiler season starts Thursday officially.
Like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
So that's why we don't have spoilers yet. We're waiting. Oh, now we draw it. We're waiting for the official start of spoiler season. Well, opponent, how do you like a bunch of 3/3s? I guess they're already making 3/3s, so maybe this is fine. Archon? I think it's a one-off thing from the trailer. It seems like the Loki equivalent to pulling things from other realms into Kaldheim. Hey, what's up, Kethril? How are you? Good to see ya. Hope you had a good holiday season. Floral Hedron is a 3/3. Vivian.
The
Ooh.
arc bow is quite powerful.
Taking down. Okay. Oh, we're going to need a lot of Archons. We're going to need a lot of Archons. Great Horn.
I brought friends. Lots of them.
Oh! Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Well. Maybe we should have stayed on vacation. We don't have an out to this. There's no out. Sure. Well, I mean, the Mutate deck isn't a top tier deck, but it is a deck that we are never going to beat with this build. Like, zero. I think we're literally 0% to win that matchup. I mean, if Mutate was a real deck and Scoot Swarm was like a popular card, I think that would be a potential reason to not play Harmonious Archon. But I mean, Scoot Swarm is just kind of like it's a really fun deck. I very much enjoy playing Mutate decks, but they're definitely like tier 3. Hey, what's up, Mad Nighties? They're definitely like tier 3 kind of jank decks rather than tier 1 decks that you will play often. So I wouldn't be overly concerned about that. It is very good against Archon though, as we saw there. Yeah, I guess we just kill this. No sense in letting our opponent draw a million cards. Alright, turn a land into a worse land, but that's alright. Have you considered Cinderclasm in the sideboard to beat Scoots? Yeah, so I didn't actually build this deck. This is the deck, I'm actually not sure where it came from. I think it was one of the classic Platinum Mythic rank player decks. But I do think a Wrath in the sideboard could be good. Easiest tier 1 deck to pilot. Opponent corrects Fabled Passage. Probably like the Adventure deck. Like, Gruul midrange, not that it's easy or there's no decision. Oh, are we getting cleaved already? Not that it's easy, quote unquote, but I do think out of the top tier decks, Rogues is pretty, I think, tricky. Food, I think, is more complicated than Gruul, and Ramp is also probably more complicated. So I'd probably go with Gruul Adventures being the easiest. Opponent gets down a Great Hench, which is obviously not great for us. Well, let's Birth. Alderain is just so good. So good. Okay, to planes. Play a Fabled Passage. Go attacking. Hit ya. What about Mutate and EDH? I have Surgeon General as a commander, but I think a better choice... Is there a better choice than Jingatha if I want a backup that isn't silver bordered? Wait, Surgeon General? What is... Oh, it's I see. Oh, I didn't know that was named Surgeon General. What would be... That's a good question. Chat, if you wanted to build Mutate Commander, what would you... Oh, yeah, this is... Our deck is getting worse by the second. If you wanted to build Mutate Commander, what commander would you play? I am also counting down the minutes for spoiler season. But I think if you, let's say you want to be 5 colors. I think it's a 5 color. Yeah, if you want to be 5 color, Jingatha makes sense. Like, does Golos actually do anything with... Does Golos do anything? I mean, I guess, like, a Sliver commander would be fine.
They call me a pariah.
Sliver... Overlord? What's the one that makes tokens? The token seems fine. You can make Sliver tokens and mutate onto them. I mean, Jingatha does seem good. Ooh, Chromat would be a good one. I like Gatag for the memes. Just because it's like this funniest, I think, of the 5 color commanders. Yeah, this is going to be a problem because our opponents... Oh, jeez. Yeah, Grey Henge is just... Unless you can kill it, it is not a beatable card. I feel like this is a good matchup if our opponent doesn't have Great Henge, but yeah, okay. Yeah. So I will say this deck could probably use a Wrath or 2 in the sideboard. Like, what? Yeah, Great Henge is so good. It is ridiculously strong. What? Yeah, probably just like shatter this guy or something. I think that would probably improve the deck at least to some extent. Like, because we don't play that many creatures. Like, even though we're a token deck, we don't play that many creatures. So I feel like we could get away with playing a sweeper in the sideboard. Grey Henge is definitely close. I mean, really, like, a pretty huge percentage of Eldraine ended up being either, like, literally bannable or borderline bannable. Because we've already banned, like, half the set, and we're still talking about what Eldraine card could be banned next. It's definitely insane. Lovestruck Beast, sure. Well, I mean, Elspeth Conqueror's Death is a way that we can answer... a Great Henge, which is good, before it does too much damage. Surely there's something better in the format than spinning into Archon. I'm actually not sure there is anything better to spin into in the format than Archon, in all honesty. I know that probably sounds silly, but what would be a better option to spin into? I've been, Alright, yeah, I guess we better kill this. We'll keep our hand. Brushfire down. Opponent plays the Lovestruck Beast. Well, it's Archon time. This I kind of like. So we get to get an Archon, and then if our opponent does have Great Henge, we can answer it with Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Alright, the dorks are here, pass the turn. I'm annoyed that Oko got banned, to be honest, because I was in the middle of making a Papers to Make Food deck, and I heard the news that Oko got banned. Yeah, that's kind of the hard part, I would say, or disappointing part of bannings is... you might be building a deck that contains a ban card that isn't like the tier 1 deck that's breaking things, and you end up getting incidentally punished as a result, kind of. Mr. Second Amendment, 5 months. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Happy subiversary. Well, I think we wait. Is there even any reason to play Elspeth Conquers Death? Probably not. We should probably wait for a Great Henge. Hoppabaloof. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, keep killing things. Opponent, going to cleave. Sure, sure, sure. Play a land. Archon. Headshot. I mean, Archon is sweet. Archon is, or Oko is the best planeswalker of all time. I don't even think there's a question anymore. You have Titanothrax, Void Becketer, Pursued Whale, or Nyx Plume Ancient. Yeah, let's block here. Yeah, I mean, those are all good options, although I think the problem is... Oh, that's a bummer. I think the problem was trying to set up getting this Archon back, but what was it meant to be? I think the problem is all those things die to a single removal spell. The upside of Archon is it does put multiple bodies on the battlefield. Well, yoink. Hit ya. Oh, opponent doesn't have anything to equip to, though. I think they need to keep that Lovestroke piece so they'd have something to equip this Evercleave on, or they're gonna die, and they do die. Oh, yeah, we're gonna play some Historic in a minute. Historic is upcoming. Hey, Happy New Year, BG Stilts. Hopefully it was a good holiday season for you. Yeah, Crowan War does seem good. Alright, run it like that. Never been able to cast a Muria's Call. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Every once in a while it happens, and it's really good when it has. We have not talked about leaks yet. Was trying to figure out if we should or shouldn't. Some people want to, other people don't. In general, I personally am not opposed to talking about leaks. I'm gonna need white mana. As long as it's done in a way where people can avoid it if they choose to. I do think you should avoid just spewing it on Twitter or whatever. All right, let's do a leak poll. Yeah, we can put up a poll and see what the results are. Although you'll probably have to tell me because for some reason I never get to see the results. I don't know why. I've never figured that out. Well, get rid of the Innkeeper. Gave the board clear. Now we need some token production. What do I want Time Cloud remastered? I want old border versions of modern staples. Like, just cards that I regularly play in Modern. I want old border versions so I can play. Oh, man. This hand would be so good if we had a token. We would have Archons for days, but we do not have a token at the moment. Or a way to make one. There's a Lovestruck Beast. About it. It's us. Well, that is a way to make tokens. Is it fast enough? We'll see. I mean, our opponent can cleave us for infinite here if they got cleave. Oh boy. It is overwhelmingly in favor of talking about the leaks. As I said, if we talk about the leaks, I will give you a fair warning to plug your ears before we do, so you will not be blindsided. Horse named Carl, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, it's not even actually close. Leaks are just super far ahead. Oh yeah. Sure, down to 13. Well, Omen of the Sun. Would have been nice to block the 1/1, but then we leave ourselves in a position where we block the 1/1, our opponent stomps the other one, and then we still don't get to Transmogrify, and that is the worst case. The worst case scenario. I think that's true. I think most people, or, I mean, I don't know the exact numbers outside of this poll, but I think a lot of people just want to talk about new Magic cards, honestly. I think a lot of people don't even know where a card comes from. So leaks is not a huge concern to them because they don't know. Like, whatever. Like, is it a leak? Did it come from someplace else? I don't know. I don't care. It's just a new Magic card, and I like Magic cards. I feel like that's the attitude of a decent number of people. Because with spoilers, you don't even know where they come from most of the time. Like, I run into this all the time. Just imagine if your preview card was ever spoiled. It's definitely happened to me before. I think it, I don't want to say it's happened to everyone, but I know it's happened to a lot of people. Necratos, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I know it's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to me. I know it's happened to Professor. It's happened to, like, Evan over at Magic Mike's. Like, it's just the kind of thing that tends to... You just got to deal with it. The funny thing is, and I don't think this goes for... I don't think this goes for everyone. Because I am hesitant to generalize, like, my experience or, like, Prof's experience to a smaller, like, newer content creators experience. But I know in, like, my experience and also Prof's experience when he's talked about it, it hasn't actually really had an impact on the content as far as, like, the amount of people that watch it. Is the Kaldheim Goldfish well, we gotta go for this, don't we? I'll go to combat attack. I think we do have to go for it. A stomp is a pretty brutal blowout, but we don't really have a choice. Don't stop us. Oh, ran through tribal. Oh boy. Well, at least we're gonna die quick. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll do one more match, so we'll have 5 matches with this deck. And then after that match, we'll take a little talk about Leak Break, and then we'll play the historic decks after that. And that'll be an easy way if anyone is in the avoiding leaks camp. They can just take a 5, go get a cup of coffee or whatever, and then come back for historic. Elspeth Cocker's Death does not seem great in our deck. Triome, also not great. Cycle. And Dead. Ugh. I mean, that is the downside of the Transmogrify plan, is once your opponent knows what's up and they leave up removal for it, it does get a lot worse. All right, one more match, and then we'll talk a little bit about the leaks, and then we'll try out some historic, I think is the plan. All right, one more shot. This deck feels interesting. I don't know how good it is, but it seems good sometimes. So there's no Goldfish Kaldheim preview. Wizards has been trying to spread the preview love a little bit more. So that means it kind of rotates through some of the big name content people or whatever, quote unquote. It kind of rotates through rather than everyone getting one every set. So Kaldheim was our turn to get skipped. What are we playing historic today? We have a Dragon Indomitable Creativity deck and a Bolas Tribal deck. Those are the two decks that I have at the moment. So some combination of those two. Do you think Wizards would do better if they just did not release set data ahead of release? Triome. Like no spoilers, no anything, just like no information about the sets. People like it though. I feel like the hype that spoiler season builds for the set is relatively important to Wizards. Like, I think that's the reason that they do it, really. I mean, Kaldheim is kind of a set just for me because beards. Hashtag beards. Bolas Tribal is a very crimmy looking deck. Are there any Jun style decks in Historic? Sort of. They mostly involve Uro. There's like mid-rangey Uro decks, but I mean, I think basically every mid-range deck in every format at this point is an Uro deck. I think if Jun could somehow make double blue mana in Modern, they would be an Uro deck. Or maybe that's why Jun isn't much of a deck anymore. Beard Tribal's going to get a lot easier, I think. Well, I think it's Archon time. Thank you. Archon, 3/3s. Smash ya. And how do you like us now, Bone Crusher Giant? Yeah, I really think that Uro should be banned in Historic. And probably actually also other formats as well, but well. Oh, we just win, don't we? Kill you. Attack. Good game. Archon too good. It feels like Archon just runs away with some games and then gets blown out in other games. That's kind of been our experience. We either just absolutely crush people or absolutely get crushed. No middle ground in Archon land. How did Uro make it past development? That kind of blows my mind. Like, with Wizards development, so when they miss on something like Felidar Guardian, let's say, that makes sense to me. Like, they didn't see the combo. Maybe they should have seen it, but that makes sense. Like, you're not really looking for Splinter Twin in Standard when you're building the set. Or when they miss on Smuggler's Copter. They've never made vehicles before, they went too far, whatever. Or, yeah, Rogue Refiner being a little bit too good, not because it's too good, but because energy ended up being too good. Like, those kind of mistakes, I think they're always going to happen. Those are historical design mistakes. They're not any different than equipment being too good in original Mirrodin the first time it came out, or things like that. So those mistakes don't bother me. On the other hand, when it comes to like Uros or Okos or Omnath, cards that are just like, oh my god, it has 20 lines of text and are obviously insane. I think I said this when I wrote the spoiler article for Uro. It was like, when I saw Uro the first time, it was literally jaw-dropping. I'm pretty sure that I said in the article that I thought it would be, I don't know if I said the best card in Standard, but I definitely said it had potential to be one of the best cards in Standard and CPlay in other formats. It was just like, because I was the first person outside of Wizards, I think, to see it because it was my spoiler card. So I didn't even have like the feedback and the hive mind of other people talking about how good it was. It was just, obviously, when I saw it, it was just like, oh my god, that's a 3-mana 6/6, and it draws cards, and it gains life, and it comes back from the graveyard. Like, how could that possibly not be an absurd card? Like, what other possibilities are there even, other than this card being absolutely insane? And the card was absolutely insane. So those misses kind of befuddle me, because I'm like, how did they... Preview article for Uro said best card in Standard, or at least one of the best, and possibly in other formats as well. And that was pretty good then. I think that was pretty dead on. Although I don't think was that hard of a prediction. Like, to me, although I was reading, I don't remember who it was. It was someone on CFB wrote an article about their top 10 cards from Theros Beyond Death. It might have been Martin Juza that said it, and they were like, I don't know, like everyone's hyped for Uro, but it's not on my list. It might be a little bit overrated. So I guess maybe it wasn't universally acclaimed when it was first spoiled, but when I first saw it, it was mind-blowing. Do you think that Ugin in Standard is bannable? No, not really. Like, it's annoying. It definitely... I think I would prefer Ugin not existing in Standard if I had a choice in the matter. But I also don't think that it's bannably good. We still have a decent amount of ramp. It's colorless, so it can show up in all decks. It's a very powerful card, but I don't think it's something that I would say is bannable. I don't know what we do if they resolve Genesis Ultimatum. Like, I'm not sure how we interact with that. I guess we don't. Well, get in, hit ya. Oh, are we living the no fear life? Opponent's leaving up 5 mana. They did nothing with 6 cards in hand and 5 mana. There's no way this is gonna work, right? There's no way Transmogrify is actually gonna work. Yeah, Ugin, when we had Uro and when we had Omnath and we had Nissa, like, when the ramp was unheard of good, then I guess it was probably bannably good. But at the same time, it wasn't because Ugin was bannably good as much as the package around it of ramp cards was so insane. But it was obviously too good at that point. Like, Omnath playing it on, like, turn 4 or whatever, just like, ugh. That's not what you want Standard to be about. All right, we're not gonna risk it. Nice. Let's say oops. Maybe they think we punted. That's believable. People think I punt a lot. How long do we keep waiting? They're gonna get. Oh, you know what? Whatever. If you got it, actually, let's play the land first. If you got it, you got it. Like, I'm sure this isn't gonna work, but they're gonna cast Genesis Ultimatum, and that's not gonna work either. We don't really have a choice but to go for it. Yeah, okay. So bonus, Scourging Dragonfire. Sure. But we can't do nothing and then just let them Genesis Ultimatum, because then we're super dead. I think there's an argument that Genesis Ultimatum is just too good. I think it was sweet that they pushed all the ultimatums and made them better than the original ultimatums, but Genesis Ultimatum, that is an insane magic card. Like, it is really insane. Terror of the Peaks, okay. Cannot actually kill that at the moment. I guess we can steal it or attempt to. Well, a Crownor. Yoink you. Not dead yet. Hit ya. I mean, this Archon puts a lot of power on the battlefield. If we untap and resolve Archon with this Tear the Peaks out, I think we just win. 4, 3, and 3, that's 10 and 5? Or 10 and 3 and 1. Oh, close. Almost win. Yeah, maybe we should just be casting it fairly. Curving Tear the Peaks into Argon. That is kind of cute. Opponent land. I can't believe we haven't got Genesis Ultimatum yet. Booted. Guards. Sure. Well, hit ya. Oh, no. No, 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 don't hit ya. Yeah, we should have. I always forget the sneaky reach. It does not seem like it should. Why does it have reach? What about that has reach? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this card. Like Moto tells you to. How has that got reach? Why? Why? What makes it reachy? Well, about it. Would you like to die, please? That does not. It's not even. It's the middle word. Right? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sure. That's fine. Oh. Wow, that was close. Okay, now that works. Oh, they bounced the Archon? Huh. Well, we'll see. They could still, even after all this, they could still just Genesis Ultimatum and win. Sublime Epiphany is really good if you don't get it Mystical Disputed. That's kind of the issue, is Mystical Dispute. Opponent, Lotus Cobra. How far can they go? Land. Mana. Cracks it. Oh, come on. No Genesis Ultimatums, please. Please. Terror of the Peaks. Okay. Passes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, play Birth. Get a Plains. Play a land. Archon. Opponent kills a token. Well, here comes the dorks. Opponent goes to 2. No Genesis Ultimate. If they top deck Genesis Ultimatum. Come on. Come on, Magic Gods. Oh, good game for us. Oh, good game for us. Hi, we got there. Oh, oh, wow. Okay. I mean, that deck's actually kind of sweet. The deck is sweet. I don't think it's like, I don't know. It seems reasonably effective. Is it like top tier? I don't know. It seems like there was some good matchups and bad matchups. It could use some upgrades, I think. I think the biggest upgrade, I would say, for me would be some Wrath somewhere, some sort of sweepers to deal with creatures. We have a lot of games where we don't have many creatures on the battlefield until we get our Archon going. So I think a sweeper or 2 in the sideboard would go a long way. That's the biggest thing it felt like we were missing, because we consistently ran into trouble with like token decks. Scoot Swarm got us real good, but the deck felt pretty effective. And Harmonious Archon is sweet. I don't know why I completely discounted Harmonious Archon as being a playable card. It's like the 30th best card in Throne of Eldraine, but apparently being the 30th best card in Throne of Eldraine is still enough to actually be pretty playable and pretty good. So, you know what this means? Oh, first we have a donation. We have a donation for Rome Reach for the $3 donation. Some people on Reddit did a calculation about how tall Ulamog is. They came up with a size, they argued 500 to 900 Kilometers? No. Wait. 500 and 900 kilometers, which is 310 to 560 miles. Miles and kilometers? That's I figured Ulamog was like, I don't know, 20 feet or something. Miles? No wonder Innistrad had such a rough go of it when Eldrazi came. And it can't block creatures with flying. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's no way it was actually that. Miles? That's insane. That's so big. I mean, I've never read the lore, so I believe you. Wow. Miles. Could such a thing exist on Earth? Could you have a 500-mile tall... I mean, I guess magic doesn't happen on Earth. But could you... 500-mile tall? That's like the length of New York State or something. They would be just like stomping around... I'd assume something like 30 miles tall. All right, so Ulamog's aside, and also a super quick shout out to our sponsor this afternoon, Card Kingdom. If you need some magic cards, like perhaps some Kaldheim cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. So here's what's happening now. I'm not sure about the 300-mile calculation. So here's what's happening now. We're going to take, let's say... I would say roughly 10 minutes, give or take, to talk about the leaks that were posted while I was away on vacation. It won the poll overwhelmingly, so we're going to talk about the leak cards. If you're someone who is avoiding leaks, come back in like 10, 15 minutes, and you will be safe, because post-leak discussion, we are going to play some historic. I think Bolas Tribal is what people want to see. Either Bolas Tribal or Dragon Creativity, Dragon Indomitable Creativity. So if you're avoiding leaks, go take a 10. Go take a 10. Get something to drink, go to the restroom, whatever you gotta do. But then definitely come back, because like I said, I don't want to spring any leaks on anyone, because I know that's something that matters to people trying to avoid them. So fair warning, heads up, we're going to talk about it, 10-ish minutes, go over the leaks, and then, so come back in slightly over 10 minutes and check out some historic action. So, I mean, obviously, I would love for all of you, yes, if you're trying to avoid leaks, go take a leak. That's what I was trying to say. Well put, Doc. All right, so anyway, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, if you're avoiding leaks, avert your eyes. Go take a leak for the leaks. And yes, we will be unleaked in like 10-ish minutes, so go back for historic if you're avoiding it. Anyway, there were a ridiculous amount of leaks while I was gone. From the set. These are leaks that, I should say, first and foremost, we don't know 100% that all of these cards are real. I think the fact that so many of these cards have leaked. Jesse Doyle, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. The fact that there are so many of these cards makes me tend to think that they're probably real, especially since a lot of them have unique art. They're designs that I don't think people would necessarily make if they're going to make up cards, and they do fit in with the rest of the themes of the set that we've seen, from like theme boosters and so forth. So I'm assuming that most of these are real, but they are not actually officially confirmed. So, interesting cards that we've seen from the leagues. Calamity of Bears, I mean, it's an interesting card for Giant Tribal. Doubles up your giant damage. It itself is a 4-mana 3/4, which means it's kind of double striking since it's doubling up all your damage, so it would be hitting for 6. We'll see. We'll see how good Giants are. I think that's really the question. Obviously, if you're playing Giants in Commander, it's going to be great. Is it going to be a standard staple? It's really going to come down to Giants. I think you do need to be Giant Tribal or close to Giant Tribal. On the other hand, I don't know, we do have like Bone Crusher Giant. We have the White Wrathy Giant. We have the one whose name I can never remember that hits for 3 when it attacks or draws you card Giant. So maybe we do have the pieces to build a Giant or pseudo-Giant Tribal deck. So that's pretty sweet. We got Battle Mammoth. This card, I think people are underestimating. the foretell mechanic. I think this mechanic's really busted. I saw a couple people say on Twitter that they thought it wasn't very good. So Battle Mammoth, 5 mana, 6/5 trample, does not have... How in the world does Gargaroth have reach and this does it? So you're telling me the Elder Gargaroth is more reachy than Battle Mammoth. Look at those tusks. Look at how big that's probably 500 miles. That's probably 500 miles tall. But, so Battle Mammoth, 5 mana, 6/5 trample. When a permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability, you get to draw a card. Foretell for 4. So essentially, during your turn, you could pay 2 and exile this card. And then, after that, you can cast it for its foretell cost. So rather than paying 5 mana, you can pay 2 mana to exile it, and then 4 mana to cast it. I think that's actually a pretty powerful ability. So if you're willing to spend your second turn paying this mana, you end up getting a 4 mana 6/5 on turn 4 with trample and a relevant ability. Like that's a legitimate card, and I'm sure there's going to be synergies. We've already seen the commander deck card that makes your foretell costs free once a turn, right? You pay 0 instead of foretelling. So I think that there actually is potential for foretell to be really good as a way to cheat on mana costs, essentially. Foretell, wait, is foretell an instant? No. During your turn, you may pay 2, exile it from your hand, cast it later, on a later turn for its foretell cost. I don't think it gives it flash. I'm pretty sure it doesn't give it flash. I would be surprised. You do have to cast it a later turn, right? I think it just says cast it on a later turn for its foretell cost. So it doesn't say later in your turn. But I think what that means is you can't cast it the same turn. You can't. So let's say you have 10 mana. You couldn't be like, oh, I want to foretell this and then immediately pay the 2 and then immediately pay the 4. Not that you'd want to do that anyway, but I think it means you can't do it during the same turn that you foretell it. That's my understanding of it. This card, when I first saw this, we talked about this a little bit because I thought it was fake and we didn't actually give it any credence. But this is actually kind of insane. It's basically a doubling season on a body. I do not know how this card is not broken in Commander. Like, to me, this seems arguably, like, too good in Commander. I don't know. Maybe I'm overrating it, but this seems to be like you just play this. It could be fake, and we already said that. These are all unconfirmed leaks. Maybe some of them are not real. I'm under the assumption that they're probably mostly real. Yeah, so you get a doubling season and then a reverse doubling season, a halving season, I guess, for your opponents. But it seems like you just build a green commander deck and you play this and you play a planeswalker and you win the game. Like, that's what doubling season does. That's the most powerful thing. A permanent or player, so it should work with planeswalkers the same as doubling season. I mean, it's not half a doubling season, right? If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice as many on each of those counters on that permanent or player instead. So, I mean, I think this card's really good. Will it see you playing standard? I don't know. It is a 6/6 trample haste for 6. Like, those are not bad stats. We'll have to see what synergies there are for it. But I think in Commander, this is new ultra doubling season level staple that a ton of decks are going to play. Oh, doubling okay, yeah, so it is half of a doubling season in the sense that it doesn't do anything with tokens. Yeah, not half a doubling season, whatever. That doesn't let you ultimate planeswalkers immediately. Resplendent Marshal, 3 mana, 3/3 flying angel warrior. When it enters the battlefield or dies, you can exile another creature from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than Resplendent Mentor that shares a creature type with it. So, this is kind of like a weird tribal card. The good news is, and this is a card that I think people are probably going to play incorrectly a lot, it's a 3 mana 3/3 flyer. A 3 mana 3/3 flyer is already a good card. You don't necessarily need to get the value out of exiling the graveyard, putting a counter on stuff to make it worth it. So I think this is a card that it's perfectly fine to just run out on turn 3 as a 3/3 flyer. And then later in the game, after stuff has died and traded off, if you're playing angels or warriors, or even just have some like weird creature type synergies where some of your stuff is the same type, then this gives you an added bonus. Obviously, synergizes really well with synergizes very, very well with changelings. Exile a changeling in all your stuff, except for Resplendent Marshal is getting counters. So I think that this is a really good card. And this is a card that I don't think it's impossible, perhaps even could see play back to older formats. 3 mana, 3/3 flyer, maybe not good enough for modern thanks to Lightning Bolt, but I definitely think like Pioneer, Historic, this is a card to keep an eye on. Like, it is a card that has a very competitive rate, and in the right deck, a 3 mana, 3/3 that anthems your team potentially twice, that's an insane card. So I think that card's actually very, very good. We also got a bunch of sagas. I don't know how much there is to say about the sagas, honestly. Battle for Bordigard. 3 mana, Selesnya Saga. Lore counter 1, get a 1/1. Lore counter 2, get a 1/1. Lore counter 3, choose any number of artifact tokens and or creature tokens you control with different names. For each of them, make a copy of them. So essentially, you can't copy the 10 tokens you made with an Expel token, March of the Multitudes. You can't make 10 tokens with March of the Multitude and get 10 more. You'd only get 1 copy because it's the same type. But if you have a bunch of tokens with different names, it is a powerful effect. You're getting 2 tokens. They're only 1/1s for 3 mana, so we'll see. I think it's probably okay. Obviously, it goes up in value in a deck like we were just playing that cares about having bodies on the battlefield and not having creatures in the battlefield. The Blood Sky Massacre, 3 mana saga, make a 2/3 with Menace when it comes into play, a Demon Berserker. When a Berserker attacks this turn, for lore counter number 2, you draw a card and lose a life. So you get a 2/3 with Menace. You attack with the 2/3 the next turn, you draw a card and lose a life. Then the third lore counter, you add a red mana for each Berserker you control. Until end of turn, you don't lose that mana. The thing that makes me a little bit excited about this is, even if things go wrong, it's fine. Like, a 3 mana 2/3 with Menace is not a horrible deal. Like, I think that's reasonable. Hey, what's up, guy? How are you? That's not horrible. It's not exciting for standard, but it's not horrible. And then if it lives, or you're playing like Berserker Tribal, which apparently might possibly be a thing, then you could potentially be drawing a lot of cards. The mana ability, I don't know. I guess it's fine, but it's really the first 2 lore counters that I think are exciting. Have we seen other Berserkers? We've seen a couple, like Dragonkin Berserker, which again, these are all leaks. We don't know for sure if they're real or not. Dragonskin Berserker, I think this card's actually very strong. 2 mana, Human Berserker, first strike. It has Boast of 5 mana, 4 and a red, to make a 5/5 red dragon creature token. So you can activate the ability only if the creature attacked this turn, and only once each turn. So you get to a 2/2 with first strike for 2. They can make a dragon for 5 mana, but that boast ability, if your Berserker lives, kind of snowballs, essentially. Yeah, I guess that's true. You can use it to boast a bunch of times. That is a potential use for the Berserker mana. So your first dragon's 5, your next one's going to be 4, then 3, then 2 if your Dragonskin Berserker sticks around. Of course, how often do you actually need to make that many dragons before you win? Probably not too often. And then both abilities you activate cost 1 less for each dragon you control. So that is the cost reduction aspect, where it's getting cheaper and cheaper, and it works with other boast abilities. The big deal is a 2 mana 2/2 first strike is a good card. Like, that is the selling point. Like, sure, this boast ability is a nice bonus. The reducing the cost of boast for dragons, that's kind of a bonus, not a huge one, but it is an upside. But really, a 2 mana 2/2 first strike, that's already a pretty reasonable card for a red deck. And then you have this late game mana sink ability. The only downside is you need to attack with it. So you can't get that token right away unless it has haste. Maybe there'll be a way to give it haste in standard, but I do think that has potential to be a pretty powerful card. And then we have kind of the weird cards that we don't really know. Oh wait, where did it go? Oh, Runeforge Champion. I want to ask you all about this one. Not as good as Robber the Rich. I don't think so, but Robber the Rich will rotate before this does. So even if it has to wait out Robber the Rich, and it does trade with Robber the Rich in combat. Runeforge Champion, 3 mana 2/3 Dwarf Warrior. When it enters a battlefield, you get to tutor up a rune card from your library or graveyard, put it in your hand, and then you can pay 1 generic mana rather than the mana cost for rune spells you cast. So we don't know what runes are. Do we have any guesses as to what runes are? I would assume that a rune is, it's got to be like a cheap aura equipment, right? I would guess, because this makes runes cost 1, it almost certainly has to be something cheap. There's no way it's going to be, if there's a 10 mana rune or something, this card would be absolutely busted. So I assume they have to be 1-2 mana type effects for the most part. It's gotta be. Because if it was something super expensive, then you just wait until turn 4, you play this, you tutor up a rune, you play the rune, you win the game. Like, I think Wizards knows better than that. Auras that attaches to a... Ooh! Auras for equipment. Ooh! Wait, what? So it, like, improves the equipment? Interesting. I had not considered that. That would be interesting. So, obviously, how good this is, dependent on how good runes are. If runes are playable or good, we have no idea what they are yet. This is probably going to be good in a rune deck if such a deck exists. This card I think people overrate a little bit. Sigrid, God Favored, 3 mana 2/2 flash, first strike protection from God creatures. When it enters the battlefield, exile to one target attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. So essentially, it's a kind of a Banisher Priest type effect. You get the upside of Flash, sort of. The downside that you can only hit attacking or blocking creatures. Protection from gods doesn't seem like a huge deal. Dog of Myth, handing out the gift sub to Ryu Planeswalker. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The problem is, I think it's just worse than the core, right? Like, the reason that... I don't know why I want to keep saying Core Spirit Dancer, but the reason the core is so good is because it gives back a token. It doesn't give back the original card. Traditionally, we've seen a lot of effects like this. Fiend Hunters, Banisher Priest, there's a huge list of cards that essentially do what this does, and they generally are not very constructed playable because then they die and your opponent just gets back the card. I feel like because this is just a worse version of something we already got in Standard, it's probably not going to see much play unless there is some creature type synergies. Like, if humans matters, if warriors matters, maybe that's a thing in Modern. Maybe in Modern, having a human is going to be more relevant to 5-color humans than playing a Skyclave apparition, which is a spirit. So I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like for Standard, you just almost always would play Skyclave apparition over Sigrid God's Favored. I don't think it's a bad card. I just think it's worse than what we already have. And then, all right, last card, and then we're going to play more Magic. Righteous Valkyrie, 3 mana 2/4 flying. When an angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, gain life equal to the creature's toughness. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. This is the second insane 3 mana flyer we've seen. Like, traditionally, the life gain decks have not been too strong in Standard, but I feel like this card is very strong in a life gain style deck. It will not take many angels to get up over 7 life above your starting life total, and then a static +2/+2 is absolutely insane. 4 toughness is huge. That could be relevant to formats like Modern with Lightning Bolt. And it's not even legendary, so you can stack these up. And the second copy has 4 toughness, so it's going to trigger the first copy and get you more than half the way to +7 life to turn out the +2/+2 or +4/+4. I feel like this could be very strong. So maybe we have seen clerics be not quite good enough for Standard. I have tried, but I think it might be time for clerics to shine. We got vetoes. We have other life gain synergies. It might be time. It works with Collected Company in Historic and in Modern. I think the card's actually really good. So far, we've gotten the tiniest glimpse of the set, and it looks very strong to me. Like, a lot of those cards seem pretty competitively costed. It seems like the set is going to improve the party tribes we got from Zendikar Rising. It's going to add new tribes. It's going to add changelings. I feel like we're going into an insanely tribal heavy Standard. When was the last time we had a true tribal Standard where a lot of the mechanics in the sets were based around tribes? I can't even think of one. Like, are we talking like original Innistrad, maybe? Going back to, like, Lorwyn, maybe? I guess Ixalan, but Ixalan was so bad. Ixalan tried, but it was just so weak, and its tribes were so bad. And this one was, like, is going across sets. Like, Ixalan, yes, vampires, dinosaurs, merfolk, whatever. Like, it had its few tribes, but now we have party tribes. We have giants coming, so we have giant tribal synergies. We have berserkers. We're going to have all kinds of tribal shenanigans, and then we got changelings to hold it together. So I'm actually really excited for what this format's going to look like moving forward, but... Anyway, all right, leaks are over. If you were in the bathroom avoiding the leaks, you can come back now. You're safe. So what do you think, Jet? Would you rather, for the second half of our stream in Historic, would you rather be Bolas tribaling in Historic, casting some Bolases and pretending to be Crim, or would you like to continue cheating things into play with Transmogrify effects, this time Indomitable Creativity to get Terror of the Peak effects? It seems like Bolas is the early leader. Oh, wait, there's a dragon vote. Rogue Tribal, we're not playing Rogue Tribal today. All right, we'll Bolas. We'll still play the dragon deck at some point in the future. I feel like we've played something like this in Pioneer, a similar idea, but it's cool to see that it can work Historic. All right, let's crim it up. Let's crim it up for the second half of the stream. Helichrome, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh, also, just as a reminder, spoiler season starts officially on Thursday, which means daily spoilers every day starting Thursday, going for like a week or two. So we will be talking about a ton more spoilers in the near future. All right, so this is Bolas Tribal, and it's Bolases, and Bolases, and Bolases. What is this deck trying to do? It's trying to live in the early game with removal spells, with discard spells. So we're trying to stay alive in the early game, and then we're playing Bolases, and then we're playing more Bolases, and then you know what? We might even play more Bolases. The ultimate goal of our deck, it is not to win the game, although winning the game would be fine. What we really want to do in the second half of the stream is assemble Bolas Strahd. That is the ultimate win with this deck. We need to get Nicol Bolas the Arisen, Nicol Bolas Dragon God, and Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh all on the battlefield at the same time. That is our biggest goal. Hey, is the Asian Avenger. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. The other thing I kind of like about this deck, because I know Control kind of has a mixed, reputation, let's say. The thing I like about this deck is even though it's a control lane deck, it's not a draw-go control deck. So if you're someone who doesn't enjoy the pass a turn, counter your spell, draw a card, pass a turn, counter your spell, do that for 40 turns. Like, if that's not a playstyle you enjoy, you'll probably still like this deck, because this is really more of a tap-out. I would call it a tap-out control deck. Like, we have removal, we have sweepers, but that's just keeping us alive until we can Bolas. Yeah, Crim will probably show up. Somehow he knows. He has a Crim sense where whenever someone plays a Bolas anywhere in the world, he shows up in their Twitch chat. Guardias, how about one or two Croxas? Could play Croxa. It might be worth it. I feel like we're a little overloaded with fives. It might be worth cutting the Ashioks for something a little bit less expensive. I will also add the deck to the chat. We'll see how it goes. Well, Bolas. Not a Bolas. Doesn't Ashiok have a weird nose? Do you see that? Like, Ashiok's nose looks so weird in this picture to me. I've always thought that. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before, but that nose is weird. Does Ashiok have like a nose issue? Yeah. All right, we'll keep. I think that's close enough. Oh my goodness, chat. I mentioned this. Ashiok doesn't have a nose? How can you not have a nose? Or human horn. Yeah, the rest of our streaming schedule this week is a normal streaming schedule. So Tuesday and Thursday. Next week we will most likely miss Monday for daily spoiler videos. I guess we thought Zizia. Is the opponent also bolusing? Is this just the bolus mirror? Wow, commit. I don't know about these drown in the locks. Why are we playing these drown in the locks when we don't have any way to get cards in our graveyard? Like that? Or don't have any, oh my god. We don't have any way to get cards in our opponent's graveyard. Oh, this is a disaster. This is a bolus disaster. This is not good at all. Why? Well, I don't know about these drown in the locks. That seems like maybe a bad choice. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If the person who created this deck was thinking things through. Opponent languishes. You know what would be good here would be an actual removal spell that did things, but you know what's not good here? The fact that our opponent can just steal our... Yeah, this is super over. Yeah, I mean, sure. Well, disappointing start for the Boluses. Yeah, I feel like whoever... Oh, wait. Opponent may have punted. I never know where phases are on Magic Arena, and this actually, like, really matters. So are we past the end step here? I wish Arena had functional phases. That would be nice, but hopefully this is the right time. If not, then, I mean, Arena, you never know. Okay, it appears to have worked, thankfully. I don't know why they can't just list out the phase. Like, why do you have all the phases there? There's a certain number of phases in Magic for Arena for a reason. I'm not 100% sure why they aren't all listed out and they're grouped together into these big, incomprehensible groups. Opponent can draw some cards. Well, we might actually get around this Scarab God, which would be good. Do you think you could play something similar in Modern, asking for a friend? I mean, definitely could for, like, an against odds style deck. I don't think it would be, like, super duper top tier competitive. Modern's a pretty powerful format. And 7 mana is a lot for some of the big boluses. So I would be concerned about how competitive it would be, but I think you could build it and it would be decent. Like, as an against odds deck, I think you'd win some games with it. Should be able to use the hotkey L to show phases. Put it. Passes. Wow, maybe we're good now. They could have Torrential. Yeah, let's just pass. No attack. Haha! So L seems like it sometimes helps. I don't know why they don't just have that be a... Why is that just a thing? So how does this go wrong? We activate Scarab God. In response, our opponent Torrential Wheels? I guess that's fine. Sure. No. All right, that's also a possibility. Cling to Dust, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're gonna attack. If they got Torrential, they got Torrential. Put it. Takes it to 18. Pass the turn. Oh, we have these boluses. We just can't get them down yet. Put it. Illumination to draw some cards. Turn it on permanently in the options. Ooh. Can you actually have phases on Arena? That would be spectacular. Okay. Wow, we actually know what phase we're in. Sort of. They move around a little bit, but I guess that makes sense. It is Arena. Arena likes to have things move around for no very obvious reason. But we actually have working phases sort of at the moment. Oh, they do have torrential. All right. Torrential. To wheel? Okay. Oh, to commit. Well, I guess that's fine. Opponent gets thought seized. Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty fine. So we just thought seize and then Nicole Bolas, and then we're still good? I like where we're at about it. Reveal your hand, please. Bolas won. We only need 2 more after this. Yeah. Sabotage, Bolas.
We were gods once.
Get rid of torrential and go, and maybe the crib life is a good life. Slamming Bolas does feel pretty good. Maybe Crim knows what he's talking about. McGarry! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Just out of my first Calc class after break. Happy to see you. Good to see you, McGarry. Hopefully Calc class is going well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl for the 35th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Well, let's draw a card. Bolas does have some sweet art. We have a new donation. Scarab God returns. Ponent, get rid of something. We have a new donation from Lucid. $5 donation. If you think Ashiok having no nose is weird, you might like to know I'm going to cosplay them next year. What is your P.O. box? Ooh, McGarry handing out a bunch of gift subs. Thank you so much. And Silver Oak with a cheer. We have tons of stuff going on at the moment. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's Ashiok. Sure. Would you like to fatal push it? Cling to dust, desperation. The planeswalkers are stacking up. Opponent's life flashing before their eyes, I think. McGarry with the gift subs to Grow Ankle, LM Mercuse, Merch Warrior, Beto, and Big Ben Boulevard. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. P.O. Box is, thank you so much, everyone. We're going off with the donations and the gift subs. What is the code for the P.O. Box? There we go. P.O. Box 110. Hello. WinZip. P.O. Box 110, Clyde, New York, 14433. And about it, can now overcome the boluses. We just out-controlled the control deck. That actually felt really good. L. McCrews with a gift sub to Orc Wolf. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that went really well. Well... all right, Fatal Push, bad. Bad. Angrass Rampage seems fine. Bone Crusher seems bad. Cling to Dust seems good against Torrential Gearhulk. Languish seems bad. I do think it's a little bit awkward that we don't have any counters and our opponent does, but... I mean, I guess Drown in the Lot can eventually be a counter. So, Seth, what do you think of this Ashiok card? Ashiok's sweet. I'm not sure why Ashiok is noseless, but it's sweet. Bolas the Deceiver. Wait, are we missing a Bolas? Oh, Planeswalker deck cards don't count for Planeswalker Tribal. We get a free pass if it shows up in a Planeswalker deck that we don't have to play it. It doesn't count. Man, not enough lands. Cling to Dust is good, but all right. Yeah, let's try it like that. Somehow we're really good at drawing this Ashiok. Not as good at drawing our Boluses, apparently. I like Flip Bullets art. He is doing the Randy Orton hand gesture. So good at drawing his Drowning Locks as well, but not good at filling the graveyard. The funny thing is, if our opponent had not cycled their Censor last game, we almost certainly would have lost to Scarab God. Our opponent, doing what was probably right at the time, ended up really, really punishing them. Do we even care about this? So they're going to take the counter. Yeah, all right, we'll counter it. The Mike Arnold! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I mean, our opponent's going to, ooh. Oh, we would like to get that down, wouldn't we? Yeah, let's pass. Search for his content would be really sweet. Oh, the Infinite Turn deck with a Ajani and Time Story Navigator was so sweet. But what about your greatest ATA ever with Infinite Navigator? Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, so nothing against Planeswalker Tribal, Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers, but in general, we don't play them in Planeswalker Tribal unless there's a reason to. But we don't have to play them. It's not a requirement, unlike the ones that are actually in sets. The ones that are actually in sets, we do have to play. A little bit awkward to exile, but we got hit lands. I really want this Search for his Kata so much, but I don't know if it'll work. Northern Vanguard! I'm regretting exiling that card. Northern Vanguard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I got the fear. I got the fear, chat. I got the fear. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it countered. Although I'm not sure if waiting is making it much better. Opponent has the sabotage. Sure. Mills and Narset. Well, yeah. I mean, opponent's down to 3 cards. That's not a huge number. Interesting. Okay. Well, it is turning on around in the locks eventually. Best Bolas art was Archenemy Schemes. Ooh. I don't even know if I know the Archenemy Schemes Bolas art. Yeah, let's counter it. Well, Ashiok. Ashiok time. Come on, please. Please resolve. Ugh. Ugh. I want to hold on to the Cling for a torrential target. I don't think that just running it out is super good yet. Well, pass the turn. We're at a kind of awkward standstill at the moment. It wouldn't be bad to get rid of our opponent's Cling at some point. Did any of you guys notice that all the Secret Lair Walking Dead cards are banned according together? Yeah, I would just... Ooh, here's the Bolas cards from Archenemy. They actually look really sweet. That is some pretty good Bolas art. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Interesting. Yeah, I would not, ooh. Okay. So Cling to Dust, get rid of Cling to Dust. Draw a card. Pass the turn. I wouldn't put, as sad as it is to say this, I wouldn't put too much weight in what Gatherer says. I know that Gatherer is like the official whatever home for things, but I would not put too much weight into it. I think in general, Wizards has just not been updating it as consistently as they probably should. So it's hard to take it too seriously at this point. So I would assume it's just a case of Wizards not updating their web stuff more so than actually being banned. I think that someone from Wizards actually confirmed that on Twitter, but I don't actually have the actual tweet. If anyone saw that tweet and can confirm that I'm not crazy, you can back me up. I've got the set for when we visit. Ooh. Yeah, that would, I miss being able to get together. It's been a while since we've been able to get together, do Magic stuff. Do you think it'll happen in 2021, chat? Do you think we'll have any big Magic events in 2021? A few months ago, I was thinking yes. Now I'm a little bit skeptical, unfortunately. I want to think yes, but man, getting down to Bolas would be insanely good, but I don't think we can just cast into the... We need a Thoughtseize. We need a Thoughtseize. Basic MTG Noob. Oh, opponent gets a Thoughtseize. Basic MTG Noob. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, opponent got the Thoughtseize first. Yeah, I was thinking a few months ago that maybe by maybe Vegas, like the end of summer, we'd have stuff up and going, but now I'm a little bit skeptical. I do think like local events, depending on your area, etc., could be up earlier. Oh, pass a turn. I mean, at least we got Torrential covered. That's the good news. Unfortunately, our Bolases are not doing things yet. Well, go Murderous Rider. And a tap land, and go. Ooh, alright. Opponent catching in a Mind Stone to draw a card. Giving up on the manas. Another one? Are we going for the 2-for-1? Do you think the Bills will get past Kansas City? I think the Bills should get to Kansas City. And I think they have a chance against Kansas City. Would I bet on Buffalo against Kansas City? At this point, probably not. No. I think that Kansas City has to be the favorite. But I also think if the Bills... Well... I also think if the Bills do not get to the AFC Championship game, that would be a disappointment at this point. So opponent runs out Torrential, targets what? Sabotage. Well, we will Cling to Dust. The Sabotage.
A tactical retreat is in order.
Okay. Ooh, drawn a Bolas. Oh, are we gonna get our opponent empty-handed here? That would be nice. Come on, Thoughtseize. Oh, Captain Markov. I mean, the Colts have been impressive this year. And I am a Bills fan, so I always have it hanging out in the back of my head that they're going to Bills it up because they always do. So I would not be shocked if I would not be at all shocked if the Bills lost. Obviously, I'm hoping that they win, but they're the Bills. They're the Bills. They find a way. Some arena sounds, huh? Oh, the ambience is turned up a bit, I think. Opponent, draw some cards. And more Mind Stones. I'd be a little surprised if the Bills lost. This is from somebody who's been watching the team over the past 2 decades. I mean, I think they're definitely favored, and I think that they should win, but they're also the Bills. One, two, three. Well, all right. The go Bolas. Land, flip it. All right, we got a Bolas.
I have defeated death.
What to do with the Bolas? Oh, what do we do? Yeah, Narset would be good. Yeah, let's just take Narset. I think that's fine.
Isn't death amusing?
Take a Narset. Take it down.
I have just the trick for this.
Take an Ashiok. Here comes the Super Freds. Opponent does get to flip this as Kanto, which is a concern. That is good. Whew. Shame you exiled the 7 CMC Bolas with Cling. Or our opponent. Yeah, our opponent did. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's draw 2 cards.
I always have a
Ooh, more Planeswalkers. Take down Narset.
Put thoughtfulness
With.
before action.
Thoughtseize our opponent. Activates in response? That is a greedy line. Ooh! That's awkward. Okay, sure. Yeah, we can't stop it. Pigs up Narset. Well, Ashiok.
Come.
And
Create the shadows awaken.
Ashiok. Here they come.
Welcome to my world of nightmares.
Ashiok, you.
You
Out of here.
I still have much to learn.
Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Oh, I like where we're at now. I like where we're at. Yeah, that was good. The Planeswalkers are stacking up. Opponent can Narset. I don't know if we even care. The graveyard's empty. Opponent shocks themselves. I think our opponent knows this one's slipping away. Slipping away. Slipping away. No, I actually just found this deck list. Let me double check. You can see my beautifully organized desktop, by the way. I spent several hours on vacation getting this so perfect. I figured you would all be be proud of me when we start streaming again. Yeah, look how nice and organized that is. I did it for you, chat. Oh, and they whiff? All right, so draw 2 cards. Oh, wrong order. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Oh boy. Oh boy, chat. Chat. Well, we gotta give our opponent a chance. We don't wanna dominate them too thoroughly. We're just trying to be kind to our opponent. Yeah. Sure.
Fury
Land.
will only lead
Go.
you astray.
I'm a Bills fan. We know a thing or two about punting. No, we do need to get rid of that. Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Our opponent might be back in this. Oh no! We might end up losing because of that punt, honestly. Wow. Cast a Scarab God. Yeah, that punt actually might make us lose. Oh, actually, opponent's only got 9 cards in their deck. That seems less likely. Ashiakyu.
I leave you with one last nightmare.
And opponent, okay. Our punt did not make us lose. It almost did. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Our opponent just did not have enough cards in their deck. That was still not a great punt, but that was still a little on the brutal side. Well, that actually felt pretty good. Why don't we... Okay, chat, question for you. Should we play more controlling decks? I mean, not that we're going to turn into literal crib and only play control decks, but Cardboard Live not working. Huh. It should be. It says it is. Well, I mean, you can play janky control decks. you can still be janky and play control. We actually did. We talked about him, Trusty Dusty. We talked about him a little bit ago. Probably not going to go over them again just because, ooh, yikes. Probably not going to go over them again just because they're leaks, and I gave everyone a heads up when we were talking about them because some people are avoiding leaks. But we'll be to official spoiler season very soon. And once official spoiler season starts, then it's fair game all the time. And I mean, you're still welcome to talk about anything in the chat, but... Well, no, this is my first day back from not streaming last week for vacation. So, we were catching up a bit on... Oh, we really gotta kill this, don't we? We were catching up a bit on on last week's leaks. I don't think there's any new ones today. I think we gotta kill the Prospector. Ugh. This is a scary scenario. Goblins is frightening. It is a frightening deck. Ooh, Jeskai Moonwalk. Interesting. Matron on the top. Hits us. Well, I'm gonna go Bolas part 1. Make you discard. Get a blocker. Yeah, that deck looks super sweet, Tailspitter. Moonhold is... I like that you build kind of against the odd style decks. We need more against the odd style decks in the world. I like how you... It seems like you almost build them like an against odd style deck, where you pick a janky card and build around it. I think that's one of my favorite deck building styles. Happy brew years to everyone. I guess unofficially, yes. How many cards we got in the graveyard? 2? So not enough to stop a Muxus? Well...
Mortality suits me well.
Tick it up, tick it up.
My
No attacks.
without limit.
Ooh, Prospector off the top. Could that get our opponent there? Oh, opponent scoops it up, taking down the Goblin Nightmare. Wait, maybe Boluses are good. Now we get a Grafdigger's Cage. One. Yeah, okay. A single Grafdigger's Cage. And let's go down these Ashioks. Maybe go down the Scarab God. Go up Ritual of Sut. Ritual of Sut? Run it like that, I think. Alright, here we go. Here we go. There isn't much Kaldheim out yet, right? No. We start official spoiler season on a Thursday. So right now we are in the in-between land of leaks mostly as we wait. Thursday, noon Eastern time, they do a preview stream, and then we kick off official spoiler season. I'm still planning on streaming on Thursday. Fingers crossed that it works out in a way that we can get daily spoilers done. But the plan is to have all of our normal streams this week. Well, kill the Prospector. Come on! One single Grafdigger's Cage. Yes, there is a cast today. As soon as we finish streaming here in a half hour or so, I will be uploading the podcast. That's my next thing after the stream is over. It was kind of a funny stream because we didn't want to talk about the leaks, and nothing has really happened in Magic this week. So we talk about some pretty random topics because there just wasn't a whole lot going on, honestly. Well, all right. I guess we pass for now. We might be losing to the Goblin Beatdown here. The non-Muxus Goblin Beatdown. Well, kill the Chieftain. Come on! Land for Languish, please, Magic Gods. It's us. 7. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, I mean, if you got Muxus or you can kill us, then I guess you got us. Our hope is to get to this Languish. Oh, that's Muxus mana. Oh, so we're just... It doesn't even matter if they hit or not. We're dead. Well... Okay. Okay. And they did hit a little. Oh, goblins. When is the next viewer-submitted Commander Clash? It'll probably be a little bit, just because... maybe Ritual Set's worse than Cry of the Cranarium. So it'll probably be a little bit. We have an episode that's already recorded for next week, or this week, and then we're recording an episode this week for next week, and then I gotta figure out, I think that's the end of the current season, but I'm sure we will do a viewer submitted episode early in the next season. I just like that our deck only has one Grafdigger's Cage. That's my concern. One Grafdigger's Cage is not a lot to stop goblins. Like, the sweepers are okay, but the sweepers don't keep us from just getting Muxus out of the game. Yeah, let's mill it. Kill the Snoop. Can we play Paradox Engine combo? We've played it a tiny bit, but maybe we'll have to play some more. Oh yeah, can I see your list, Oddity? I would love to see your list. Oh, let me see, Oddity. This deck's removal all seems really questionable. Bunch of kind of redundant sweepers, trying to lock with no mill. Yeah, it feels, seems a little meme or dreamy to some extent. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, God. Oh, that's greedy. That's greedy. The problem is Snoop lets them play goblins, which lets them get to lands theoretically. So that's the upside, I think, of doing it this way, but it still is pretty greedy. The Bolas make you discard. If our opponent gets to 4 mana, they have Ironcrag Feet Muxus. Oh, well, they still have it. They peel the land. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Mono White Golos looks fun. Opponent going to Goblin Matron. Probably snag a Skirk Prospector. So this means we're getting Muxus to death, right? Ugh. I don't know why this deck does not have more Grafdigger's Cages. Like, Grafdigger's Cage doesn't hurt us at all. Why are we not playing Grafdigger's Cages? Why are we playing one Grafdigger's Cage? Prospector. Sack, 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 sack. Ironcrag Feet Muxus. Can I Hearthstone my way to a win? We're about to find out. Oh, I did not get to go on my rant about how horrible Hearthstone is either. Did I? Well, we're going to find out. Is it as horrible as I remember? No. Okay. Oh, that could have been worse. That could have been much worse. I guess pumped for itself? That's weird. Well... hit our opponent. Cry the Cranarium. Play a land. Ooh! Well, we dodged the Hearthstone card for the time being. Opponent plays a Skirk Prospector. Goes to combat. Hits us for 5 again. We need removal for Muxus or we're going to die. Opponent. Top card. Definitely do not want a cycling land. We will transform. Oh, it's so greedy. Well, are we going to shock ourselves and flip? We have a new donation from Irish Ranger, $2 donation. Hey Seth, why did I run this idea for a deck I encountered the other day by you? It was mono green land destruction using Ramanok Excavator, play Ghost Quarters from the graveyard while using Azusa, Dryad of the Ilsa Grove, and other means for more lands. That sounds really sweet. There was a modern deck kind of like that called Value Town, which used similar synergies in modern. Ugh. 7.
I was fighting dragons when I was truly fighting ants.
4 life is not many. 4 life is not many lives. Oh, yeah, so there's a deck like that in Modern. Which did make pretty good use of those same synergies. Found it, finds a snoo. War Chief on top. Oh, that's a good one. We don't really want that on top. Oh, we need another draw still. Why do we not attack first? Mostly because I was distracted and our clock was running down. If I was paying attention, we would have attacked first. But dudes. Huh. Well, let's draw 2 cards.
I know what must be done.
Oh, we're so close to Bolas Trod. We are so close. Bolas.
I have returned as the prophecies foretold. You dare challenge
Get rid of this
God?
hasty war chief, which would kill us.
You came here with a plan.
Oh, we're so close to the dream. You know what? We're going to play this. Your go. Come on. That was our goal going into this. Bolas Trod. Can we assemble? Do we die? What horrible thing happens? No, there's Snoop on top. That doesn't kill us. We know there's a Kranko, but Kranko doesn't have haste at the moment. If their last card is Muxus, they can sack their board and Mux it. Okay. Okay, no haste. No haste. So it's not over. There's no haste. Okay. Well, we don't really want their... Oh, they got another Muxus on top. Ugh. And they have... How do we do this? Gravy Shifter, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can kill everything. We can kill, steal. They don't have haste. All right, so play Bolas. Bolas.
Be mine.
Kill Muxus.
Suffer for your cause.
Bolas. Kill Kranko.
Think you ought to
Bolas. Steal Muxus.
die for your filth. You came here with a plan.
Azcanta. Stay on defense. Oh, Kranko on top! No! Does that make us lose? Oh, the Krakow on top, is that going to make us lose? Had lethal with what? About it. No, none of these hit players for damage, right? Creature, planeswalker. What does this ultimate do? Oh, we can't do it yet. Well, graveyard. Decline. Does this actually hit players? No, none of them hit players, right? Oh, this one does hit players. Interesting. I didn't think any of them actually hit players. Well, I mean, I guess this is still lethal then, right?
A god pharaoh deals death as he pleases.
We got there. We got there. We're good. we stumbled our way into the win. Oh, I really didn't think any of the Boluses. I better lucky than good indeed. I really honestly did not stumbled to victory. I really didn't think any of the Boluses could hit players, but I guess we don't play that one very often. Can I show you my historic brawl deck storming off, please? Wait, is it like a video or a deck list? Oh, all right. One more Bolas win. One more. We got Bolas trying assembled. We probably should have went out on top there, but we got time. We got time. This deck actually seems really sweet. Let's get another Bolas win, and I'm gonna upload the podcast probably. And then tomorrow, I should show you this deck. This deck's going to be sweet. I know. So this deck, the bad news is it does have some 2020 cards. But the good news is the idea is just spicy enough that we gotta try it. We gotta try it. The Thieving Skydiver, I think you're going to like it. Like, yes. I know. There is a couple Uros. There is a Ren in 6, but really, this is the deck people ask about all the time. Liquid metal coating, turning stuff into artifacts, ancient grunts, abrades to blow them up, cards to shut them down, and most importantly, Thieving Skydiver to steal our opponent's lands or any of their stuff once we turn it into artifacts. So I think that's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to try that deck tomorrow because it looks super sweet. Gigglemeister, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Everyone ready for Ren in 6, Ren in 7? Ren in 7 coming soon. That does kind of seem like something Wizards would do. Is this goblins again? Are we just all goblins all the time here in Historic? Apparently. We'll take Snoop. Interesting. Boot it. Wily Goblin. So they're going to have the mana for their broken stuff if they get to it. Ugh. Blue mana. We need the blue manas. Do we have another new donation? We do. New donation from Rubberneck. $5 donation. Oh my god, that was a tight game. Welcome back from vacation. Well, thank you, Rubberneck. That was a super tight game. And I appreciate the donation and the kind words. Thank you. Liquid metal coating is the main way to turn things to artifacts. Oh no. Not like this. And this Herald's Horn's gonna do things. Like, get Matrids. Oh, this one's over. Yeah, this one's super over. Hey, Seth, what do you think about the rumors about Kaldheim possibly Phyrexians? Well, I mean, the one Praetor that leaked, Vorinclex, seems exceedingly likely to be real, so... seems like a thing. This is not Crim's Bolas' deck. It's just a Bolas' deck that feels very Crimmy, because Crim loves Bolas's. How's it going, Seth? I appreciate the instant deck tech for Spell Shift. It was really cool. Big fan of the channel, so it was exciting. Oh, awesome, JK. Yeah, that deck was really fun. I liked it. Definitely a sweet idea. Hopefully we get a chance to play it at some point. Perhaps. Yeah, I think we're, well, I mean, even if we draw lands, we're in trouble. Ew. Yeah. Alright. Well, sure. I mean, it's Magic. Sometimes you don't draw any lands and you don't do anything. Paradox Engine looks sweet, James. Storming off an Historic Brawl. That looks like quite the store pile for a historic deck. That's super impressive. How is Brawl these days? I haven't really played Brawl in quite a while. Well, go down the Ashioks, go down Scarab Gods. Bring in our one Grafdigger's Cage. Oh, our one Grafdigger's Cage. It might be worth looking into before. Submitted bug report months ago. Historic Brawl is fun. I don't know why they don't make Brawl historic by definition. Like, all Brawl should just be Historic Brawl. I think that, like, roughly... Oh, my goodness, we're going to have to keep this, aren't we? Well, all right. In the Magic Gods we trust, we have our single Grafdigger's Cage, which is our single easiest way of stopping Muxus. And this hand is actually close. If we just draw 3 lands in a row, I think it's very unlikely that Goblins beats this hand. The risk is we don't draw lands. We are on the play, and then even with the Grafdigger's Cage, our opponent can just play random Goblins, and we can lose. So, well, we'll see. Give us some lands. Give us those lands. For Bolas' sake. That is not a land. Okay, well, Grafdigger's Cage, go. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Yeah, I don't know why they don't just make it all historic. I feel like that would be better for players. I guess the only theoretical downside is it's probably worse for Wizards, because then people don't have to buy as many standard cards, and you would snap mulligan? Interesting. Even knowing that you only have a single Grafdigger's Cage in your deck, and that is one of the few ways that your deck can actually answer Muxus. If we had a reasonable sideboard, then I would be more inclined to mulligan. But it's just so hard to hit a single copy of a single card out of your sideboard. Been playing Izzet Control in Historic lately. Nimbus, it works really well. Pact Negation. Ooh, that does sound. Oh, dear. Well, if we draw Black Source, we probably are good. If we don't, this is the risk we were talking about. All right. All right, one more. That one we did not actually cast a spell in 2 straight games because mana screws. We can win without Cage, though, right? I mean, I guess technically, somehow our opponent can get 6 cards in their graveyard and we could counter Muxus. Or we could get lucky with the timing and Thoughtseize Muxus. But in reality, it's not super likely. Pray for. I mean, yeah, I guess you can pray that Muxus just Hearthstones and whiffs. It is a Hearthstone card, and Hearthstone cards sometimes you never know. You never know what a Hearthstone card will do. I learned that over my holiday vacation. Hey, thank you, Mr. Ride. I hope yours did as well. Well, we'll keep this. We have lands and boluses. If our opponent's goblining, then I guess we're dead. It appears to not be goblins. I think that this deck has potential, but it feels kind of misbuilt. I mean, it is a Platinum Mythic ranked player deck from Arena, and those decks don't have the most insane track record for being 100%. Oh boy. Well, first Uro we've seen today, which is nice. Is Genesis Ultimatum a Hearthstone card? Do we want to land? Probably not. Genesis Ultimatum is... Oh, goodness. That's not great.
Power surges through these lands. Rise, my elemental friend.
Kill the forest. Oh, that's a quickness though. Graveyard. More shock lands. Well, playing a Bolas, number 1. But opponent's gonna untap with double mana and an Uro, and that's not great. Cry the Carnarium discarded because it's a dead card. But there's a Nissa, and Nissa is worth like 5. Nissa's worth like 5 Nicol Bolases, I think. A single Nissa. So the problem is most of our Bolases were printed pre-2020, 2019. I think that's the issue. If they were printed in the past year, they'd be half the mana and twice the loyalty. Have you tried Saltiamrum combo? I do not know what those words mean, honestly. So I'm going to go with no. Well... So opponent could have a counter. Well, attack Nissa to see if we can get our opponent to kill this.
Cease this aggression.
Interesting.
Bow before Nicol Bolas.
No counterspell. Is this a Crim deck? It's a Crim-esque deck, although not literally a Crim deck. Well. Yeah, that's kind of awkward the way that turned out. I guess maybe we should have played Nicol Bolas 2 first to see... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Was trying to bait get our opponent to tap their mana, essentially.
I can help you.
With the help of this Nicol Bolas. But the way it played out, now we're going to end up losing our Bolas. So maybe we should have played it the other way. But then our opponent can counter Nicol Bolas, and then they still have the Nissa. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that it's not great that our opponent now has an Uro. So many lands have been drawn. I'll stomp you, play Blood Crypt. Yeah, Uro, I think, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll end up just getting banned across essentially every format. Opponent has an Eliminate. Yeah, Uro's just, oh goodness. Uro is just not an especially fair Magic card. I wonder when people start talking about it along with the chance of, yeah, we played Sultai Emergent Ultimatum for Memer Dream just before I left for vacation. I wonder when people will start considering this on the level of Oko. Because I really think it is, right? It really is. Yeah, none of this matters, though. There's an arrow, so none of this does anything. Ouch. Phone a growth spirals to draw a card. Well, I guess we just hope for a miracle.
Look upon my omnipotence.
We're not going to win otherwise.
It's charming to watch you struggle.
Something good, please?
No, you won't be needing
Wow.
those.
That is a stone cold whiff. Oh, we have a new donation from Uros. Uros. Well, Bone Crusher is a dead card. Languish is a pretty bad card. Cling to Dust is fine. Angrass Rampage seems decent. And try it like that. New donation from Gravity Shift, $5 donation. Been brewing a Druid landfall deck for Historic that goes pseudo-infinite with Shoe Lane for a while now. Hoping to send it eventually once I get the wild cards left to test it. Any thoughts? A Druid landfall deck. I guess I'd have to see the list. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm having a hard time picturing a historic Druid tribal deck that goes semi-infinite. I'm trying to think of like what cards would even be in it. And I'm not 100% sure. But it sounds, I mean, Chulane's a sweet card, and going infinite sounds sweet. Thought sees you, I guess. It's a lot of Tails Ends. I guess those are very good against all of our legends, and we do have many of them. Well, tap land, go. Oh, so we're not going to be able to resolve anything? That's awkward. Del Roaz! Oh, boy. Yeah, I do not know about these Drown in the Locks. Skeptical. Not sure what the person who built this deck was thinking. Well, Growth Spiral's always a great draw. Is Growth Spiral ever a bad draw? I don't think it is. Similarly to Uro, like, I think that's what makes those cards so insane is they're never bad. It's like arguably impossible for them to ever be bad. Well, play as Kanta, I guess. Oh, we're going to get mana screwed out of this one. Tails on number 1 of Infinite. Opponent adapts land. Passes. That's not a land. Oh, this is so less than ideal. Let's go with opponent. Casts a Lockway, draws a card. Down to 16. Adapts. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what the person who built the deck was thinking with Drown in the Lock. Like, or Barrenmore. There's just some weird choices. Like, there's some good things that the deck does, but then there's just, like, some very odd, like, why would you play this over this, and why would you do any of the things that you're doing? Hey, thank you, Gravity Shift. Ooh. That's definitely a spicy idea for sure. Opponent, going off, doing this, doing that. I mean, our opponent is... Oh, this is so not great. Yeah, so Drown in the Lock's just bad. It's just like straight up bad because they're gonna Uro and exile their cards, and then we can't even Drown in the Lock the Uro. Oh yeah, it's just a bad option. Sure, Nicole Bolas, Tails End. Yeah, Tails End number 2. Well, now we get Uro, opponent refuels, and that looks like the game. Oh dear. Ashiok, that's even worse. Oh, Ashiok and Uro? Good God. And it's like Fatal pushes, no Fabled passages. There's a lot of things where it feels like a deck that's like 50% there or something. Like someone had a reasonable idea, but then it didn't really get all the way fleshed out, I don't think. So we kill Ashiok. We kill Uro. I guess we kill this too. But guess what gets to keep coming back? Bonethought ceases to languish. Yeah. Cycles, Uro, game. Yeah, I really do not know why Uro... Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, this one did not end swimmingly. Wow, they did not get back Uro. Maybe they punted with their mana. Murderous Rider. Well, pass the turn. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't plan a way to get Uro back. Yeah, this one's... Well, I guess it's... Oh.
The focused and disciplined encounter no obstacles.
Sure. Oh, Will-o'-the-Wisp, you sent me a sweet Pioneer deck a few weeks back. Have you seen it? I responded to a bunch of emails today. If I didn't, can you send it again to me so I can see it? Because I don't think I've actually seen it. So if you could resend it, that would be spectacular. Oh, that was kind of a buzz. So let's talk about this deck, and then it's going to be uploading podcast time. Although we will be back tomorrow with some more Modern action. So modern Tuesday, I guess. So this deck, I like the idea of this deck. What about the Dragon deck? Yeah, the Dragon deck will have to hold over to for a future stream. So I like the idea of this deck, and the Boluses seem powerful. Joey Gads, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So I like the idea of it. What I didn't like is we have Fatal Push with no way to trigger Revolt. That's awkward. And we're a 3-color deck, so we could easily be playing a way to trigger Revolt. So that's number one. I didn't like Drown in the Lock. Yes, sometimes in the mid to late game, it does things. But this is like one of our primary removal spells and our only counter spell. But we don't have any way to fill our opponent's graveyard. We're just I guess hoping that we thought sees something or stuff dies. So I think that's a little bit awkward. I don't know if that's actually worth it. Drown the Lock is a really powerful card, but you got to be able to fill the graveyard. And Drown the Lock is even weaker against Uros, and Uro's infinite percent of the meta, so you're going to play against it a lot. I also wonder, I don't know. We have all these Boluses. Do we need the Scarab Gods and the Ashioks? If the idea is to be a Bolas deck, do we want a bigger pile of 5-drops? Could that be spent on something to keep us alive till we get to the Boluses? So I feel like the deck is functional. It's functional. It's just got a few non-Boish choices that are a little bit strange. Also, I don't know why there's only one Grafdigger's Cage. I really don't. Against this, in the second Goblins matchup, we felt like we just had to keep our hand because Grafdigger's Cage was in it, but we lost because we only had one land. So I think that maybe we'll play another version of this in the future. Maybe I will build a version of a Bolas Tribal, and we'll experience it again, because it was really fun, and it did some it did some sweet things. So I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of Drown in the Loch in specific, without ways to fill the graveyard. I think that was the biggest thing. Sitting there with this being like our main like removal spell and not being able to use it when we need to is a little bit frustrating. So I think when you're playing a deck like this, it's more on the control end of the scale. You want to be consistent. Like that's number one is you want to be consistent. And Drown in the Loch just felt really inconsistent for a deck that needs it to be consistent. And I don't know if there's any way to make it more consistent unless you're going to be like a mill deck, and we're not going to be a mill deck because we're a Bolas tribal deck. But I don't know. I think the deck was sweet and it was fairly competitive, but I would tweak a few things around the edges most likely. But for Grixis Pile, you can always consult the Asian Avenger. If there's one thing Crims knows, it's building Grixis Piles and playing Counterbalance in Commander and getting killed immediately for it, and rightly for it. But on that note, everyone, I gotta go upload the podcast, so I think that brings us to the end for today. The good news is, I'm back for vacation. That means more streaming tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, playing Modern, thieving, skydiving on opponent's land. So, quick reminders, replay YouTube, that's where you'd find the old streams, normal YouTube. A little bit sparse on the YouTube this week, because I wasn't around last week to make stuff for this week, but still stuff coming up on the YouTube. And one more reminder that our sponsor this afternoon was Card Kingdom, and maybe need some magic cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Soon, Kaldheim will be there as well. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are super spectacularly, awesomely amazing. I was afraid I was going to come back from vacation and no one would be here, but you were still here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for waiting around for me to come back. I'm glad you were here today. I love y'all. Hope you had a good holiday season. No Budget Magic today. Next Budget Magic next Monday. So until tomorrow night, everyone, 6 Eastern. Again, I appreciate y'all. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for some Modern fun. Until then, I will talk to you soon.